Let's go.
Hello. Welcome back, people. Welcome back to LABRISH Live. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows. And today, right now, because you've already seen us today, getting us twice in one day. Imagine. But we are going to give our thoughts on Love Island All Stars, the final, which has just aired. We have our winners. Molly and Tom, they took it. Do you know what I mean? And we're gonna just talk through what happened in the show and everything like that. But guys, as you know, as always, before we get into things, book the like button. Do it now immediately, please. You might as well do it on your way in.
Exactly.
You know? Exactly. Seriously. So yeah, book the like button, leave a comment, get involved in the conversation. As always, we've had gang, you know what to do as well. Subscribe to Your Aunties Could Never, Nana Evans Com, and Hey, it's Sade Salami. All of our details are in the description box right now, so you can do that. Follow us on all the platforms as well, and share with like-minded people. We're trying to grow our family as much as possible. Also as well, because we're going to have a change in our schedule, if you follow us on other things, then you'll get the updates on when we're coming back and what time we're going live and all this kind of stuff. And then you'll see our behind the scenes as well, you know, living our normal lives. And everything. But yeah, so yeah, obviously it's the final. Everything got wrapped up. We have our winners, we have our second place, third place, runners up, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, a lot was said. All the ex-Islanders was there as well. Everyone was in their best, their Sunday best and everything. Nana, what would you say is your one word to describe not just this episode, actually 2 words. 1 word to describe this episode, another word to describe the whole season. And guys, get in the chat, tell me yours as well.
Okay. All right. So for this episode, I would say predictable. And the whole season, I'm gonna go with underwhelming. Yeah. Okay. What's yours?
Mine, I'm gonna go with boring for this finale. This episode was very boring to me, and I think for the whole season, underwhelming is a good word, bro. Yeah, disappointing. I'm in that realm. Disappointed. I'm disappointed. I think it had, on paper, it had the premise to be quite good, but they didn't learn a thing from Love Island games. Yeah. And yeah, they should have copied their mates.
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, you guys are spot on. Shayla says predictable. Abyss says end. Babita says told you Tom would win. Yeah, you did.
You did.
Lile says predictable as well. Gilda says boring as fuck. And Abyss says awkward.
Yeah, it was a lot. Abner on Instagram is saying she didn't know it was Molly and Tom. Sorry, I should have said spoiler alert.
I mean, it's everywhere.
It's true. But yeah, she's threw in a couple Z's there, as in like a snore fest. Yeah. So yeah, it was just a bit dry. Oh, go on, what's she gonna say?
Emery says episode drag season appalling. Yeah. For real. Hello, everybody. Alicia's Leah's in the house. Joy. Oh, Abner's come over now.
Hey,
Abyss and Gilda. Yes. Thank you. Welcome to that.
Abner's saying I stopped watching and just watch your reviews. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Realistically, you know everything that took place, really.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
KW. Yeah, how disappointing was that? You know, as finals go, most finals, I actually get kind of in it. Like, you know, like you want to back your winner.
Right.
I generally am like really enthralled. This one, I really didn't care.
Honestly,
I don't actually care. Any of you can take this at this moment.
Yeah. I didn't feel like, you know, sometimes like when the one that you want doesn't win, like yeah, like I feel sad. Like I have to have a moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like season 10. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, we was like, no, Whitney was robbed. Like
Yeah.
genuinely.
I was upset.
Yes. Yeah. This one I watched, like, I have no horse in this
Yeah.
race. Like even Josh and Sophie, I was like, Sophie looks so nice. I was just happy to see her looking so nice. And that was
Yeah.
it. I didn't care.
Yeah. I was happy. Yeah, I was happy for that. But that was actually it. I totally agree. We had like the start of the episode where they were doing this party time thing, and it was just like these VTs, yeah. I can't. It was so forced, and I
Yeah.
thought, why is Maya dancing with them? Like, this is odd. Like, I didn't like it at all. I did like Jess's dress though, although it was kind of circa maybe about 10 years ago or thingy. If that vibe is coming back, where you kind of like see, like, you know, like the not the wrap dress is what they called. The Herc, I can't remember what they're called, but the bodycon dresses where they tie at the side, so it's like this open at the side. But yeah, do you know what I mean? I really like those, and I was just like, oh, that's a nice take on that. But I like Sophie, but everybody else was just like, what is going on? Do you know what I mean? With the outfits, even with Maya, I liked the idea of the dress, but it wasn't giving what I wanted it to give from the front.
She's done better. That was the thing. That's why I was a bit like, oh, this is hugely disappointing. I think this is her worst look in the whole season. This is crazy.
So.
It's the final. I do not like her hair like that.
Same.
I was like, no, I don't like her hair. I didn't like her makeup. Yeah, I was disappointed in what they dressed her in. I was like, no, man, she's looked way better.
Honestly, she really, really has. And yeah, the thing is, it's hard for Maya to look really like terrible. She didn't like trash, but it's just like she's done better. This wasn't I don't know, this switch of look wasn't really giving the vibe. It wasn't like a theme or anything, and it didn't stand out in the right ways for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just like the hair was given very like, you know, like 60s, 70s, kind of like the big back comb and stuff. The dress wasn't really flowing into that. I don't know, because I thought like this year was like more of a 70s vibe. I don't know, like it just wasn't rocking the way it could have rocked, you know?
No, and maybe with different hair, that dress may have looked better. But the whole thing put together, I was like, this isn't. No, she's looked so much better before.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Somebody said, KW, I liked Maya's dress and the makeup, and her hair was a big no-no. Jordan says, was Maya trolling or serious when she said to Hannah was a fashion queen?
They told her to say that.
Yeah.
They 100% told us to say that. It was like exactly. It was like when she said, "Oh," when she was trolling Georgia S, and she was just like, "Yeah, with my natural, my long natural hair. I'm grateful for my long natural hair too." That was funny. She was like, "Nah, it's a horse." Yeah. So like she chatted to the couples in the beginning, like, do you know what I mean? She called Anton and Georgia H a spiritual couple. I was just like, oh my God, this cat, like, I know she's gonna come out with a brand of cards or crystals or something, do you know what I mean? And it's gonna be like, you know, like, I don't know, it's gonna have some sort of profanity and spirituality mixed together. She's gonna capitalize on that.
She's gonna have a book, definitely. You can see it in it. Yeah, she's gonna have a book. She'll have a range. I wouldn't be surprised if she starts doing like meditations.
Yeah,
she's gonna
like,
go
all the fucking shit. Like, if you wanna be the best bitch you can be, like, meditate for 5 minutes with me, Georgia Harrison. I can imagine it.
And people will join her.
They will. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. It's gonna annoy me so much. So we had that. I can't even remember what Georgia S and Toby were on about. Jess and Callie were like saying they're really, you know, both felt unexpected, happy to be there. Yeah, they were just chatting a bit. They showed the morning, most of the moments that we saw in the clip earlier in First Look, where Toby was bouncing around the bed like a puppy. their pool party. They had like Ella Henderson, who was a special guest, and I really was like, who? Like I couldn't. I was.
I don't know who she is. Or did
She
she look different before?
She did look different before. She was on one of these shows. What do you call it? X Factor, I think. And the second song that she done, I actually know that song. Like, but I think she did look different. I don't know. Obviously, she's older. She's a bit bigger. Like, but she did look very, very different.
Because I was totally like, I do not know who. To me, it looked like the same Becky Hill chick. I was like, okay, so
similar.
I mean, they're of a similar genre, aren't they? But yeah, I was like, I've never seen her before, and none of the songs sounded familiar either. And the fact that they knew all of the words, I was like, when did they hear this? Oh,
yes.
she was from X Factor.
She's from X Factor, yeah. But she was like, that song is very kind of like in the vein of Leona Lewis. That she was kind of like the next, supposed to be kind of like the next Leona Lewis. She was really good when she was on the show, I think, for like UK pop star standards. Do you know what I mean? She was really good.
Ella Henderson.
Ella, yeah. Ella. But I don't know what happened to her afterwards. I really don't know. It was like she disappeared. But then again, I don't know. You know, you drop off those kind of things as well. So I wasn't too sure.
And it's how they lock you into a deal as well. If she didn't want to go with Psycho, you can't release anything for a few years anyway, or they take your money. So maybe she fell to that.
Yeah.
Ella Henderson. I do not remember. I used to really watch X Factor as well, but I don't remember her at all.
I have a feeling she may have been, I don't know if I'm confusing her with someone else, because was she blonde then? I can't remember. She might have been, or that might have been like her makeover. But like but that song that go into the river to pray, that song was a big, big hit, especially that section. Like it was like a big, in the UK anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had 2 songs out and then disappeared. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. So many of them, man. It's actually like one of the worst things to go for. Actually,
unfortunately. And then they just done this VT with them, like they just can't dance, so all they do is walk, swing their hair, sway, chinking cocktails. It was so dry. I was just like, why am I watching this? I don't like it.
It was the worst party. This was actually the worst party and a liberty. I would be sitting there like, why are we getting a dead party and people were going on lavish dates? Like this is
it. This is out of order. It was so out of order. It really was out of order. Yeah. So then they had like their pool party chats. Jess and Callie, basically, Jess was just saying that he's shown her like all the green flags and shows that he's got emotional intelligence. I'm so sorry, guys. My cat is scratching at the door. I have to go and let him in. I'm so sorry. So give me just a second. I'm just gonna stop my cam for a sec.
Gilda, budget. I know the budget must be terrible, but how do you not just give them even basic dates around the villa? Just something a little bit nicer than a lame party. No shade, but Georgia H dragged the final down for me. I know exactly what you're saying. Do they normally win 100K? No, I think it usually is 50K, you know, and then they split it, so you get 25K each. I think that is the standard.
Okay, I'm back here.
Lovely.
Here's Honey. Say hi, Honey. Hey, babes. You good? Okay.
So he's just come back.
Yeah.
You know, normally, Jordan was asking, do they normally win 100K? It's always 50K, isn't it?
50K.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
And Babita says, "Oh."
Thank you, guys. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously. He's so, look at me, I'm beaming.
Like a proud parent.
I really do. I really care for him a lot. But I always keep forgetting that when I'm on live, he has to come back in because he'll be scratching at the door. Seriously. Oh no, sorry,
Okay,
KW.
nobody says I want one, but my damn sister is allergic to cats.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, man. I know it's tight. It's tight. Some people can't even come to my house because they're allergic. It's really annoying, man. Seriously.
What happens? Like sneezing? What's the
Yeah, or like an irritation on the skin, kind of like eczema a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like it can
Oh,
come up
really?
bumps and stuff, or like depends, like, or your Jordan said he's terrifying. He's
He's actually really cool. And I'm not even like into cats, but he's actually a really good cat.
yeah, he's chilled, man. He's
Sweet.
chilled. Just be minding his business and stuff. Yeah, or like, yeah, I was gonna say that closes up the throat, which is really, which is quite serious. So yeah,
Remember,
you
no, I think it was a dog he was allergic to. I swear it was Love Is Blind. The ones that are now having a child.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember what their names are, but yeah, he was allergic to the dog, and then he was gonna have to take some medication.
Yes,
so he was able to live with the
be
dog.
around the dog.
Bliss
That's a commitment. Yes,
yeah, Bliss and Zach. Yeah,
that's a commitment, boy.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good to do that. Seriously.
Do it. Yeah, they're having a little girl as well. They announced.
Oh, are they? Yeah. That's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Mate, her wedding dress was horrible. I always remember how bad.
She has absolutely had the worst wedding dress. There's been some howlers, but Bliss's wedding dress was the worst.
Oh, it was awful. Absolutely awful. Seriously.
Yeah. Aaliyah, you're correct. I'm surprised they even had 50k to give. Now let's see if they get it though. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get this 50k. So
what do you mean? You don't think they're gonna give it to them?
Let's see if they give it to them.
No, they
I wouldn't be surprised if they give it in drips and drabs, like 100k here. 100K.
Oh yeah. Maybe if you do certain appearances then you get it. Yeah, it's true.
How much work they've actually done. They've like been promoting eBay and also Boots,
yeah,
Subway. Like they actually really work them. 50k. They should all be making that type of money.
Yeah. But this is it. This is what you trade off, isn't it? This is the deal. This is the deal. Molly and Tom, their chat was about Molly saying that he needs to meet Nelly the dog. And Tom's talking about he's going to move up north anyway. Nothing. No one's really
getting too expensive for him.
Huh?
I think London was getting too expensive for.
Probably. Do you know what I mean? Especially because he was down. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. Obviously, he's had a bit of a boost now. We'll see how impactful it actually is on their careers. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like that kind of like that. What do you call it? That conveyor belt of like you go on this show, you do this magazine, and it turns into cash. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like it turns into stuff that's kind of like dwindling now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it's like we're in that funny period where it's not like what's the new norm? Like how are people actually making money out of this, right? Yeah. And it feels like, I don't know about you, but it does feel like there's less and less spots to fill. Do you know what I mean? So like obviously like look at Olivia Atwood, for example. Do you know what I mean? She seems to be doing like the risque documentary type things. That used to be that pipsqueak girl, I can't remember her name, Stacey Dooley. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like do you know what I mean?
No, for real. There isn't a lot of vacancies for that type of work. And especially as Tom, I can't see him being a presenter.
Well, he's gone back to football, right? So
yeah. And cost of living, I get it. You may as well go back. You may as well go back up north. Like it actually makes sense to do that.
And I think as well, like especially Manchester, outside of London, that's kind of the place you want to be. Yeah. Because a lot of activations, a lot of these companies, especially these fast fashion companies, I'm pretty sure that their head offices, a lot of them are up there. They have their own scene and stuff and things like that. So yeah,
there's more modeling agencies. There's actually like quite a few links to Dubai. That's where my goddaughter moved to. She moved to Manchester for a bit. Yeah. There is more work there. Yeah. In the field, unless you're high up, and he doesn't really want to do like boohoo man you
Mm.
would want an actual contract to, like, you know,
Yeah.
his own edition, and I don't think Tom was ever going to really get that.
Yeah.
Really, you know, it's a shame,
Makes
but yeah.
makes sense. Lila saying, Sade Nana, what do you think about having disabled contestants on Love Island in the future? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I mean, there has been, but I think there have been invisible disabilities.
Yeah, like not
Yeah.
just, so you say like actual like physical. I mean, I don't know if this show lends itself to that.
That's true.
I'm still not sure. I
Yeah.
think realistically, we know what we're getting. We know it's like the pretty, able-bodied. It's such a narrow set of people that actually even fit into the criteria. I'm not too sure if like disabled bodies would fit into this at all, and
Yeah.
the spectacle that comes along with it and the criticism as well. I don't know if the crowd and the watchers are actually sophisticated enough to
Yeah.
really be considerate. Really,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah, no, I agree. I feel like we should be there, but the reality is, if you look on social media, like we're not. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think like they would, what could they do to ensure their care? Do you know what I mean? Like, and ensure, like, and it's do you know what I mean? Like, they can't even deal. Like, look how Jess was handled, like just with her body size, right? Like, not this Jess, other Jess, season 10 Jess, like,
Oh shit! Yeah, for real. And she
like,
wasn't even like anything, but yeah, for real.
yeah.
For real. People going on like she's so big. Exactly. I mean, Liberty got that a bit as well.
Did she?
She's like,
Yeah,
remember
you
in
did
Liberty,
mention
yeah,
this.
I think she kind of like put on a little bit, and people were
Yeah, you
saying,
did mention this.
yeah, that, you know,
Yeah.
it's like she's like Porky, all of that. But then we even got to think about how they treat the black people on there.
Yeah. This is
So
the
it's
thing.
like I wouldn't want anybody else, any other communities, to have to go through the same level of getting to like a season 10 before they're even
Because
represented properly.
this is the thing. Because this is the thing. It's just like you wouldn't want like it's very difficult for a producer, from a producer's point of view. How can, like, if that person didn't get picked, or they're constantly the last to be picked, or you don't believe that the person that's with them actually likes them for them, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just that, yeah, it will be very, very hard for them to continue from that. You have to have really the right people there. Do you know what I mean? So like, I think like Married at First Sight with, oh, I can't remember his name now. Oh, was that couple? He turned out to be an asshole anyway. Oh,
Jay and I can't remember what his name was now. But
not
the girl that has the amniotic band,
yes,
like, has one hand.
yeah.
Elbow, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That kind of like that scenario makes more sense because you're vetted in a different way. Do you know what I mean? Like you're really like there's more vigorous, I think, a vigorous process. Luke, that's it.
Luke,
Thank you.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and what do you know what I
needs a
mean?
different show. It needs
Yeah.
another show. But we
Whereas
definitely should have more. Even if they tried with different types of body types going in, it may be slightly interesting.
yeah.
More interesting. I think they've got to try new things though, definitely. Like we're all over this, so let's see where it goes.
Yeah. And remember, oh sorry, just change the subject really quick. I mean, yes, is it Lila? I don't know if maybe it is. But if you signed up, let's see, man, fingers crossed for you. Do you know what I mean? Like
A cerebral palsy. I think if you've got if you're ready,
if you got,
if you're ready for this one,
seriously.
Yeah, they had a young lady on Maths too. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Yeah, and Jay was really nice. Like she was like a really, really nice girl. It's a shame that Luke was such an asshole for her.
Yeah. But he wasn't an arsehole about her disability. He was just an arsehole. Like he was
in life. Yeah.
in life.
They have another episode coming out.
Oh, did they?
Another dinner. Yeah, I
Why?
saw, like, I don't know. I was like, it's okay now, guys.
It can be dead now.
Yeah.
Mate. But talking about like black contestants and stuff, Queen E before we went live was saying to us, thanks to everyone who joined into that episode as well. If you didn't see it with Queen E, go back and watch it as well because it was great. But yeah, we're saying that there might be, she's hearing on the grapevine, there might be a Love Island Lagos.
Yes.
And if there is, I swear to God,
we know it will be done well anyway. It's gonna be entertaining. The least it's gonna be entertaining. So
yeah,
that would be great.
Honestly, if we are not some sort of official reviewers of that, I don't know. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah,
I would absolutely love it. If that comes through, I'll just absolutely love it. My gosh.
I mean, I would think it would be a black Love Island, a full black Love Island. I would think so.
Yeah. And they could actually do it on like Victoria Island or something. Like it could actually, it could actually be really cool.
For real. They ain't even got to really send people anywhere crazy, you know?
No. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Oh no, it would be great. I hope it happens. I actually think the Love Island franchise needs it.
Yeah. And then they could safely send in like UK black contestants. Do you know what I mean? That would be sick. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. And the USA ones as well. It would be amazing.
It would be cool.
And people are gonna get picked.
Yes. Seriously. Okay, so what is even happening in this thing? Like, I don't even know. We see Kat. What did you think of Kaz's outfit, by the way? Did you see it? The pink.
Yeah, I didn't like the dress at all.
Okay.
But her face and hair, and I did look, her hair was laid this time, the wig was fine.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That was all pretty, but I don't know what it is with Kaz. I think sometimes she hits it with a dress, but I don't like that flimsy stuff on her. I don't think it does anything.
I didn't like it from the back. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like it from the back. I thought it was like all one color when I saw it. But yes, KW as well. I agree. The hair was on point. I think she must have been like, they had me out in the sun, sweating out my baby hairs.
It probably was that, you know. She probably was like, let me go and fix it. And they're like, we don't have time. You got to sit there, hold your face. And she had to run with it. Poor girl.
Yeah. In it.
Liberty's hair is bonkers. Like, now I noticed it properly. I was literally like, what have you done?
She's giving like, you know, X-Men Rogue. It's like she's trying to do that. Seriously. It's crazy.
Oh, Jordan, in the USA, blacks and biracial people or person has won every season but one. Well, I didn't know it was that many. Oh, okay, I didn't know it was that many. Yeah, makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zita leaving here was the best thing that she could do.
Yeah, exactly. My court drank, spoke to some of the ex-Islanders. She spoke to Mitch, basically, who basically was saying that Georgia S has done him proud in her messy ways. And then he also done like a weird kind of thing. She asked him like, who else has been messy? Who's outside the villa who's been messy of the Islanders? And he was just like, you talking about me? She says no. And then he continues to talk about himself, and he's talking about some girl that he wants to get back with. He basically wants to spin the block with some girl in Blackpool or something. And what's it called? Would you call it? Like, Maya was just like, don't say her name, because he was like, he was gonna like out her or something. I don't know, but yeah, it was just a bit weird. Yes, this is where she called Hannah the Queen of Glam. Just no. Hannah described her outfit as looking like a beautiful. No, was it Maya? Maya called her blonde, beautiful swan.
Yes, yeah. She said she looked like a swan, and then she said blonde. I don't know. It wasn't her worst outfit though. She's worn worse, but it still wasn't great.
Okay, fair. She has worn worse. She
Yeah,
has.
the flare trousers one, where I
Yeah.
actually thought that was a costume. That is her worst today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she
100%.
looked the same, innit? It's like she has that same hairstyle and everything.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Jordan says in Unseen Bits on Saturday, Molly's extensions were coming out like crazy. See how thin it looked at the end. Yes, they literally were. Like she was just running her fingers through and like pulling out clumps.
Oh my god.
And in one of them, it's like her hair was attached, and she was like, "That's actually my hair as well." Like,
oh no.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Sorry, babe.
But you could definitely see her hair was thinner than when she came in. Seeing the VT, it was like, oh yeah, you came in all nice and glam, and she still looked beautiful, but yeah, she lost a lot of extensions.
Kaz and Liberty, basically, Liberty just exposed the thing that they were together on Valentine's Day. Just didn't even have to say it. Kaz was just trying to redeem herself and saying, "Oh, my DMs are actually popping." She's rebuilding her roster, and Libby is like, her DMs are drier than the Sahara Desert.
Which is a shame. I would have thought people would have been sliding into Liberties, you know. You know, she's still a pretty girl. Still a pretty girl.
Mate. Demi and Lewis are still seeing each other. Do you know what I mean? Which is...
Do we believe that?
Now, no.
Yeah. Now we know Demi's MO. I am a bit like, can't trust you, chick. This is probably just convenience. And that dude is definitely going to go along with it.
Yeah, 100%. 110%. Then they showed this rewind clip of like basically all the highlights of everything that's happened in the show so far. We get to see, annoyingly, Hannah's and Tyler's kiss again, which was just disgusting. They showed like this Casey talking to Kaz about sucking vellum, and they didn't say when she says no. That was a really shit edit on their part. Do you know what I mean? And while I was watching it, I was thinking, this could have been 2 episodes. This whole thing, whole show could have been 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. They drew it out, man. They really drew it out, and there was no need, seriously,
because there was very little that took place. Like, you know, by the time they got to basically like last week, I was like, not a lot has happened, you know. It's actually, you should have just given us a pre-record. Maybe that's what it is. I like the pre-record format. And then you just edit it down and give it to us in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And every day. Maybe then it would have been a better show.
I think for All Stars, yeah.
Yeah.
I did, actually, to be fair, I don't even think All Stars should exist. I think Love Island Games is a better format. It's just such a superior format for, if you're going to use previous contestants, then go with that format. Like this ain't doing it. It's not.
That is true.
Believable enough.
Definitely true. Because actually, the game could be called All Stars, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then it gets prime positioning, especially on UK TV as well. It's a shame that it isn't, because it's so much better than this.
Honestly.
Hopefully that will happen.
Yeah.
Really. I hope so.
Yeah. Someone's gonna get some feedback, honestly, because it was really bad. Like, even the signage looked cheap. Like, I just thought, like, did you see it? Like, I was just like, oh, is this what's this budget? Seriously.
Jordan said, Nicole Davis said the final could have been done in an email. It absolutely could have.
Honestly, it's one simple press release. It'd be like, okay, cool. You could have sent a notification to the app. Like,
and this is the running order. I think we even got the running order exactly the same. Anyway, literally, as I was totally like, okay, all right, guys, you could have at least given us a curveball so that we were a bit like, I didn't see that coming. No, predictable. Exactly as we said it was. It was just like, oh Lord, really
happy though. I can't lie that we didn't get like real big misjustice, because if Georgia S or Georgia H had got into that top 3, I would have been fuming. I'm not gonna lie.
But even that would have given me an added bit of emotion.
Yeah. Feel something. Just honestly. Oh, so dry.
KW says Fred Stones is going to go in on this final, saying he'd rather count couscous.
Says the country's in a recession. Yeah, no. Well, where are we going to get our joy from? Seriously. Yeah. My God. Yes, it's true. Yes, KW. Imagine if Georgia S. What? I'll be fuming.
But if we think about it really, really, Georgia S and Toby actually deserve to win.
Why?
They gave us the most drama. They actually gave this show elements of excitement. Nobody else did that. They deserved the 50K.
No, they do not. They do not.
Not because of good behavior, but for sheer entertainment. If it weren't for those two, there was none.
I prefer the prize money to go to at least half decent people, like not witches. Not witches and wizards.
They deserve it. They deserve it, man. No. They actually carried the show on their backs. Like, Georgia, as much as she's a bitch, like, she carried the show, man. They deserve the money. Molly just gave us like sensible vibes. Like, really, I don't mind Molly getting some money, actually, to be fair. Tom did nothing. He actually doesn't deserve anything.
Molly won, basically. Molly won because she was calm, collected, and do you know what I mean? And she handled Georgia S well. I think that's why Molly won. That's it. Do you know what I mean? I think personally, I would have liked Callie to win, or would have liked Sophie. Sophie, couple wise, Sophie and Josh is that I feel like they should have. If we're talking about it's Love Island, them finding love, the public actually put them together. Do you know what I mean? And they actually are into each other. Plus, Josh brought his own amount of drama anyway. He called out, he was a truth teller. He called out Georgia H. Do you know what I mean? He did not back it down. He was vindicated. They didn't even get a hideaway. They didn't even get a date. They should have won, man. Serious.
Second, they deserve the money. But I still think Toby, Georgia S first, they deserve it. Then Josh, they deserve it. Gosh. Then maybe Callum.
Yeah.
Because Callum went through the ringers too. So Callum, but Jess and Tom have just ridden coattails. They actually don't deserve anything. Tom does not deserve 25K. He doesn't.
Yeah.
And he should just take 5. He should be like, you know what, Mo, you did this. Just give me 5 and you have 45. That's what he should do.
He's absolutely not doing that. Also, as well, I love Callie as well. I really do. As you guys know. Also, as well, what was I going to say? I lost my thought. It will come back to me. But I lost my thought thinking about how much I love Callie.
No, Matab, you're right. The producers did Sophie and Josh dirty.
They did. They did. They really did. They got a terrible edit and they still persevered. Imagine. You know, that's how you know the love is strong. When they were on the sofa together, just chat, like giggling at each other, like losing themselves in each other. It was sweet.
Yeah. I believe them, you know. I did say, I think, like, until Christmas, I actually think these two could be an official couple for a while. Like, maybe. There's just something about them. I am like, yeah, I think as long as they get through the summer, because, you know, the summer's their high time. As long as they get through the summer and they stay together, I think they're going to be together for a while.
I mean, I hope so. I think it still needs supervision. I really do. Like, do you know what I mean? Seriously.
Oh, no, it's definitely not 50K each. You share 50K.
Yeah.
Jordan, you're really thinking that this country has money.
There's no money, man. There's no money. Oh, I think it was a couple of people were saying, maybe Dammy J was saying it, I can't remember, but like about them giving money to charity. I would actually, for All Stars, that's what they should really do, But I think because they shag these people, they have to give them the money.
Yeah. And I don't think they're in a position to do that type of.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not balling like that to be like, oh,
No.
we can pass on 25K. Maybe they'll give a portion to charity. I could imagine both of them doing that. Definitely.
Yeah. That would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, obviously, so Anton, Georgia H in 5th place. That whole conversation was just a bit dry in general. Although, like, Anton done a faux pas. Like, what did he do? He was just like, oh, it was a bit hard, you know, with Georgia H, because when she came in, her heart was broken. And she was just like, do we have to say that?
Oh my God. Like, even, you know what it was? As he was talking, I kept on feeling like, Anton, don't talk too much. Like, you could just see on Georgia's face. But also, Maya face also looked like, what? She was heartbroken? Like, you know, what's going on? It was like, oh no, Anton. And, well, she kind of did say, weren't she heartbroken a bit?
She did say that. She said Casey broke her heart. That's what she said. So it's just like, she's being controlling about the whole thing. She doesn't want it to come back down out. I actually, you know what, with Georgia H, you know, I love the idea of, sorry, side note, but I love the idea of her dress, but it didn't bang the way I wanted it to bang. But I like the idea of it. I just thingy. Like, you know, it was like the
yes. No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think it's just her shaping. I think somebody with a bit more body, it would have looked amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, I don't know what's wrong with her. I was cringing. Like, literally, like, Georgie, you're making this really, like, awkward to watch. Like, unnecessarily. Like, you could have just let Anton talk. You could have been like, yeah, but, you know, I stumbled through it and I was okay. But it's the immediate, like, you've said something wrong. He can't talk. And that's why we know you two are not going to work.
This is it. This is it. This is why Josh can't be with you, babe.
Jordan said maybe Georgia H will meet Casey on Sex on the Beach. You know they're going to do that. Yeah.
Serious. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, and he'll just try and get away from her again. Do you know what I mean? Anton, apparently Anton's got a podcast. Didn't know this.
No, I didn't know
that. Yeah, in London. So there's no distance issue apparently. So let's see. And you know, she's got to meet his mum. She's a bit shy about that. But yeah.
I would be too. He said nobody has passed the test with his mum.
I know, that's crazy, isn't it?
That's an issue, bro. Like, you're gonna be forever lonely if this is how it's gonna be.
She shaves his bum. Like, it's already a toxic. You're already crossing too many boundaries for my liking. Like, it's just
she ain't gonna approve of anybody unless she assigns him a woman.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no.
It's true. It's true.
That's mad.
So then in 4th place,
on maths. I can see Anton on maths. Anton on maths.
Yeah.
I can see that actually, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually might be a better format because they can't back out.
Yeah, the lady's trapped. His mum doesn't want no other woman to shave him. She doesn't.
She doesn't. That's crazy. Are you gonna, like, imagine your boys?
No, that is not taking place. I mean, I always say it doesn't matter, even if I decided I personally didn't like the girl. As long as they were happy, I would be like, I like her.
Okay.
Like, I would definitely no. That possessiveness that people are like, not my boy. I think it's really weird. It's very strange to be so attached to your kids. Like, I think so. And Anton's, what is he, 30 odd? It's coming up to 30. Like, yeah,
I think so. Yeah. It is a bit weird. I just think so. Yeah. So 4th place, Georgia S and Toby. I was happy for this. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, okay, cool. It's coming correct. Everything is working the way it was supposed to work. Yeah, the conversation again, a little bit dry as well. they did mention that Chris and Kaz had their backs, which was really cool, and they had to deal with the fallout. Jordan, they were not robbed.
They were Jordan, you're right, they were robbed. They were it's you know what it is. Like Toby was. Georgia needed to just at some point humble herself and be nice, and they may have got a little bit further. But even throughout the whole show, Georgia always looked like she wanted to shout and be like, "No, this isn't like." She looked like she wanted to keep on arguing with people. Like there's nothing nice about her, and that was their downfall. But if she was nice and she started to be nice to Molly, I think maybe they could have been in the top 3. But they should have won.
She would have ruined it. She would have found another way to ruin it. She would have like messed with Tom. She would have done something. Like she would have done something. She can't help herself. She really can't. Yeah. So I think Maya asked him, "What's locked in?" And then he asked her like, she said, "I was confused." He was like, "Why was you confused?"
I know. That actually made me laugh.
Because what he meant was, "You're black." Like,
yeah, exactly. Don't try and go on like you're her.
You don't know. You know what it means. Seriously. So, but then they just done they was talking some BS about like, I need to be the family first and everything like that. Yeah, and try and get a strong foundation. It's just, yeah. It was a bit.
When Toby said we need to just have fun, I'm like, this is gonna play with your heart.
Yeah.
He's just gonna play. But yeah, I agree, Lele. I think Toby, I think Georgia does actually really like Toby. I think she really, really does. But
I don't know.
I don't think Toby is that on it, really.
I think it's given. The thing is, Georgia S is actually an actress. She's been acting since she was a child. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, I think she played the role of the doting girlfriend as soon as she got what she wanted. Do you know what I mean? So she knows about stories. She knows about having an arc. She knows about people like it when people are in love and are silly and don't, do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I can't take her seriously. I just like, no.
No, I feel you on that. I actually watched her documentary.
Did you?
Not on her, but on the fraudster dude.
Yeah.
I watched it, and watching it now after watching her, I could see how she'd be a candidate, because there is that playing. It's like the acting. So where he's like an absolute, what would we say? He's a proper fantasist. And nothing is real. I think she could go along with that, because then it's like, oh, I'm with this footballer, and like she can play along as well. Like she has that in her. So yeah, I agree. She's probably is acting. There's something in her where I think she does mirror up to a point, and then her true self keeps on coming through though. She definitely has narcissistic traits. So she probably isn't fully there for real. Yeah, I agree with you.
With the in the documentary, how did she get duped? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because was it, I don't understand, like a simple Google search or.
No, it's crazy. No, he's quite good, like when I say with them, like literally in the cycle, like he is absolutely a sociopath. So he finds people that are kind of similar to him. So the footballer he was pretending to be, he kind of looks like him. Like they have similar features, and they are definitely the same complexion.
So sorry, racism, is that what you're saying? Is the reason?
Kinda, because if you looked more, you'd be like, no, these are not the same people. But I get where you'd just be like, oh no, that's him. Like on a quick search, and he was, and he can actually play football as well.
Okay, so
there's that, and he was good at like getting money, spending it, being a bit of the long con. So lend me this, paying her back a little bit, and then takes a lot of money, disappearing. Like but she got done over. But she's one of loads. Right. So that's why he was very, very good.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I wondered about that. Yeah. Okay, third place went to Sophie and Josh. Yeah, Josh's eyes were a bit red, yeah. Was that just me? Because
Yeah,
they
no,
looked they had a drink, he had a drink or something. Yeah, he was just talking honestly. He wasn't like, he's not super media trained, I will say that. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like he really isn't. He said he didn't regret being honest with Georgia H. Do you know what I mean? But maybe he should have taken them to the side and explained what he wanted to say and that sort of thing. He was happy that Sophie had his back. He respects her for that. They did talk about the distance between them because he's in Manchester, she's in London, and he was like, "Oh, just move her in." I was just like, "Okay, Josh, that was cute."
And I wouldn't be surprised if Sophie would be like, I could move up to Manchester. I don't actually think. I think they would both have enough of a base to go either place.
True.
And it isn't that far. It is easy enough to have a relationship.
Very true. I agree with that.
In KW, I just don't understand people handing money over to strangers just because they fancy them. Yeah.
Honestly, not those kind of large amounts. I think in the part when I was a young, naive donut, yes.
Young naive donut.
Yes.
Oh, mate.
But not large amounts. You can't even afford large amounts. And then it's just like, but then when you start to see like, it's not adding up, then no, you're not going to get anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, nah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was fast. It was fast. And also, she didn't just hand over money. He also just like did identity fraud. So was, yeah, he had like been using her cards, which is crazy. I don't think she had a handle over her finances, and he was very skilled at finding that out with people as well. So he was spending money that she thought was his money, but it was actually her money until she spoke to an accountant, and an accountant is like, your spending is crazy at this moment in time. So he was spending her money and she didn't know. Yeah.
It really is. Oh, thank you, Lila.
Thank you.
Said we're very beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I did watch the Tinder Swindler. All of these documentaries I watch, man, they're crazy.
Yeah, I did watch that as well. I really, but there are some things where you're just like, what the hell? Like, I think actually, to be fair, it depends on your life, right? It depends on your life experiences. Like, I saw a lot of shit and done a lot of shit when I was quite young. Do you know what I mean? So I think I learned that and I was able to make those mistakes with little judgment. And I think like when you get older and you're making those mistakes, it's harsher. Like people have less empathy for you because they expect you to know better. And it is easy to get, I think it is really easy to get caught up when you do like someone. Those feelings can be very, very strong. So yeah, for real.
And how they get you, especially like Swindler, it's bombarding the person with, I'm in danger, I need this. If you can help somebody, most humans will.
Peter, was it Peter? He said Peter's down. What did he say?
Yeah. I think it was. Peter's down. Peter's been taken out. I mean,
sorry, I can't.
Yeah. Now he was getting people, and it's crazy. But you saw the amount of like calls, messages. He's nuts, though.
That's crazy. That's horrible, though. I'd freaking hate that. I'd hate that now. Seriously.
A guy wants to talk about how to swindle women.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Jeez, man. Seriously, that's why you have to sometimes. You see when they make these rules like never give men money. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That's what Aaliyah just said.
Aaliyah just said.
The moral of the story is don't give men money.
I mean, it's for your own protection. Seriously, man. Just keep it simple, innit? Can't get hurt.
Real.
Oh gosh, too funny, too funny. So yeah, their conversation, Josh and what do you call it, was Josh and Sophie were really good. They look cute together anyway. Then they done a group interview with Callum and Jess, Molly and Tom, because we're at the final bit now. I thought this was a little bit nuts, to be honest, to have them all on the sofa together. It's a bit of shit.
Couldn't even get two separate places for them to sit. I was literally like, for one, it looked uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to edge in their couples and it was a little tight. It was just like, you guys, man, this is really embarrassing.
It really was, because you had literally Callum and Molly sit next to each other in the middle. Yeah. It was just like, this is what they don't want to happen, guys. But I guess
what they were doing.
Yeah, they done it on purpose.
Like you could do a perfect slot of the two of them winning.
KW, that is literally my next point. She says, did Jess even say anything during the interview? My goldfish is more vocal.
She said nothing other than I was so surprised. Yeah, it wasn't even like somebody I was going to choose. Like that was literally all she had to say.
Honestly, that was it. It was unexpected. That was the other word that she used. But yeah, it was mainly Callie and Molly doing the talking. No one else was really talking. They essentially just saying the same things that people want a fairy tale, but you know, we just got on, we was just friends and that sort of thing. So yeah, it was just like Maya did call out saying that, you know what, Molly and like dealing with Georgia S, that she handled it really, really well. And I thought like that was a very like do you know what I mean? I deal with some shit and you dealt with that well. Like it was like they had a little moment there.
When they went to Georgia's face, Georgia actually looked like looked like she was gonna cry throughout that.
Do you know what I mean? She was up like a meerkat. She was like, who said my name? You know what I mean? It was like that. Tom was basically just saying that obviously he's serious about Molly. He's going to move to Manny, be for football and his family and all that kind of stuff as well. Then he done like a bit of like a VT of like their family and friends support and everything like that. Who knew that Callie is friends with Connor? Connor, who is Sophie's ex. Like what? What?
Because they are. Oh, are they? Are they from the same season?
Who?
Sophie
and Callum?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think so.
Because I was getting so confused. So. You see how they would sometimes be like, no, but we're friends. And I was like, were you two even on the same season?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Yes, no. Jordan, that Connor.
Yes, Connor's a Nazi. Yes.
MRE, yeah. That one. Even kind of my friends. Seriously. Yes. Oh, they are from the same season. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking so because I was getting lost. Like, hang on. Okay, is this the same season? But
that's crazy. But to show him was just really, really weird. And then also as well, do you know what I thought was funny? Like on everybody had like some black family apart from Tom. That was funny. And he did have a black friend who was Rio Ferdinand.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, not Rio Ferdinand being Tom's black friend.
I was so surprised. Like that threw me off. Like, why is Rio? I was like, that's weird. And I wouldn't have even placed them in any way. I was like, that is very strange. Maybe it's a football thing.
Maybe. I don't know. It just seems so weird. It seems so strange. So strange, man. Seriously. But I like to see, like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, they've got a little bit of diversity in their real lives.
I missed Callum's family, I think. I saw his sister. Was his mum and dad there?
His mum, she showed a picture of his mum. So showed his mum first, actually. And I think there was like a picture of his granddad, maybe, in the front room. That was quite a large picture. I think they made a point of that. Like his granddad looked visibly Asian. And his mum not not so much. But yeah, and then his
With
dad's
his sister as well. I was
like,
like, oh, I couldn't place it, but obviously
yeah,
maybe getting her hair and whatever. Okay, cool.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that was all
Mm.
funny.
But
It's
Jess
all-
had a lot of black family.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, like proper.
Now I see why you like the blacks, man.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And I love that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love that because it's real, you know? Seriously. And it's just like, yeah, I think that's, yeah, it helps, I think, anyway. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Rio Ferdinand was not expecting that, bro, at
No.
all.
That was a surprise. I was playing even the way how he was like, oh yeah, he's my mate. Like literally, I was like, all right, Tom.
Sorry, you're not even in remotely the same age group. Like, how are you mates? How? It's not making sense. Your token black can't be reaffirmed. That's mad. That's mad. That's mad. But yeah. Anyway, Molly and Tom won. So they won. Yeah. It's a shame for Caddy and that, but you know, he tried. He tried. He done his best.
I mean, I think it was probably close between the two of them, though. You know,
Probably, yeah.
I don't think it was that much of a big deal. I was sitting there like, well, either of these could win, really.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually towards the end, I think I did want Callum when they were sitting there. Yeah, I think so. Just because, purely because Jess had so much black family on that BT.
Oh yeah, it
That
defaulted.
Yeah, it was like,
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah. And that was a wrap, man. Seriously. They all kind of came together on stage and yeah, it was dry. I can't lie. Did I not say they were gonna win? MO? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did.
Yes, you did.
From like maybe early on in the week, I think. Yeah, you guys all called it. The running order was there. It was everybody got what they wanted, really. I still am like Toby deserved.
No. Seriously, Lila, yes, I am still rooting for Cal. Seriously, yeah. I'm gonna follow him.
A DM request and see if we'll do an interview.
Come on the show. Seriously, the thing is, the chances of seeing him out are quite high, though. That's the thing. It's quite high. KW was like, no, I wish Sophie won. I mean, it would have been nice, but it was always going to be hard. That's why I voted for Sophie. To be fair, and I think someone said it earlier, maybe it was Queen E that was saying it earlier, about splitting the vote. Do you know what I mean? So people voting for Callum or Sophie. Do you know what I mean? Probably split the vote, which kind of messed it up for either of them. But yeah.
I mean, Molly and Tom were like favorites for a while anyway. Tom finally got a win.
He finally got a win. He got the win he was promised. I know he was promised that.
It's true. Tom, just keep your head down. Stick with Mo. You'll go to the final.
Sell through. Don't say anything, Tom. Literally, he took it. Literally.
Yes. For real. Georgia S almost rocked him though. Almost sent him off. Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh my god.
It's so true.
I mean, Callum and Molly, if they had got together and what they would have
skyrocketed. They would have left everybody else behind.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You know, when Maya was talking about spinning the block and she was like, anyway, because people always wanted me and my ex to get together. We are back together now. I was thinking, oh, Maya.
She was thinking, you didn't see the numbers, guy. That's what I think. She probably saw the numbers. Like, you could have done much better out of this.
But I could see it taking place for them. Give them a year. They could get back together for real. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, Maya was doing the legwork for that 100%.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It was so hard.
She
so
was
fun.
grafting this episode.
Yeah.
I was feeling for her. Like, you have duds to work with. Like, it's like pulling teeth. Other than Mitch, like, that's the only kind of bounce back. Josh a little bit as well, but generally it was like she was struggling to get much out of people.
Yeah. Yeah. But Josh was even difficult as well. I think he was fumbling a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Georgia H and Georgia S were too rehearsed. Way too rehearsed. Do you know what I mean?
And
probably would have been, yes. You probably would have been better talking to Casey. Well, actually, I want more from Casey. Casey and Abacus would have been probably better. She would have said something and it would have been succinct.
Really? I guess because she had her interview just just yesterday. That's probably why. I mean, yeah, because she looked like she had a lot to, like, she had stuff to say. She looked like she wanted to talk.
She really did. She really did. Abyss, yes, this was a battle of the exes. Molly probably would have felt somehow if she lost. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah. Oh, go on, sir.
No, Cal can take it on the chin, and he'll be fine.
Yeah. No, definitely. I was just going to say what Lila's saying about remembering Maya from Trending Live for music. She has so many beautiful dynamics in her personality. Yeah. I've actually seen Maya's career from when she first started, when she moved from Bristol to London and used to work at Jump Off. So like seeing her grow, like she's done amazingly. She really has, but she was always talented. Always talented. Do you know what I mean? And it was always a matter of time, you know, with her, I think.
Yeah. And right maneuvers. I think she's always been really good. So even when she was on like BBC, and when she left, it's like people were like, why would she leave such a prominent show? But actually, when she left was the right thing to do, to free up time, to have more, to be able to do more commercial ventures. I think she's actually a blueprint for a career. She's done it really, really well. And even in the same way, I love her doing Love Island, but she can't stay here too long.
I know. You know what? I know. Like, I want her to stay for me.
But for her career, she don't need to stay too long. Maybe just another year. He
was the perfect choice. Because I was thinking like her or Nella. Remember when people used to say who should do Love Island? Do you know what I mean? Like, I would always say them too. I think still Maya, like, for sure. Not sure about Nella at the moment. I think she probably needs a little bit more work. But like, and I think maybe India could be like
I think India is the next person to hand it to.
Yeah.
And then India could do it for a few years as well, and like, you know, really hone in her skills. But yeah, Maya she's too good for this. Like, she actually don't need to do it for too long.
She actually is. She's too witty. She's too good with the banter. Do you know what I mean? And she's a bit more, I would say, risque with it than what ITV will allow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, India would be good. I think India would be a really good one. Instead of them forcing Laura Whitmore down our throats, that's when they just needed to get Maya.
Yeah.
And then we would have done it earlier. For a little while. Yeah, but realistically, I think or Moira.
Yeah, Moira would be good. Philly would also be good as well. I'm not gonna lie. He would be.
If they ever got a guy doing it, that would be jokes. Philly would actually be really good.
And also, is Ryland still around? Because he was pretty good. He was really good.
Ryland may be too old, you know.
Oh, he might be too old now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Chris was bantery, but Chris also, I think, is absolutely gonna have a presenting career.
Yeah. I think if not more, like Chris could probably go the whole way. Like, he could probably do Hollywood. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could see him, like, there's this Irish actor that's kind of in the same vein who was in, can't remember the name. So bad. My memory's so bad when it comes to names of things.
An Irish actor. Irish young.
Big curly hair. And he's in the Umbrella Academy. He's the character that dies, and only one of them can see him.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Like, he used to be in Misfits.
Yes, Misfits. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, him.
I love that guy.
Yes, right. So I feel like Chris is that same kind of energy. Do you know what I mean? Like he could get there, but obviously that guy was a bit younger when but still, yeah, I think that would be cool. That would be really, really cool. Yeah.
Yes, that guy.
Yes,
And
that
none
guy.
of us know his name in it, but we know because whenever he's in things, I'm always like, oh, this is going to be funny because he's really good. I loved Misfits as well.
Yeah,
that was
such
great.
a good show. Such a good show.
So good.
Seriously, could watch that again actually.
Yeah, for real, for real. Chunks
Whitney
would be After Sun if they bring it back. Yeah, Chunks would be, but I think After Sun. I don't know.
What's the guy's Jordan actually could do that.
I want him to do Big Brother as well. He can't do them all.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Whitney,
do you know also?
I don't know. I can't take Whitney presenting. You know.
Oh, serious?
Oh, I can't take her. She makes me cringe. I don't know. I feel her nerves too much. Yeah. At Mobo's, I literally was like, "Oh, please, Whitney, please, no." Yeah. She needs a bit more work. That's all it is.
Yeah. Let Mitch host for a laugh. You know what? Harry Pinero, as much as there's some things that he say that are very problematic, I could see it. I could see
Harry
he
would
actually
be good.
It would actually be a really good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he has said some problematic things, man.
I would put Harry Pinero before Chunks, actually.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Or Harry or Philly is gonna give us definitely.
Yeah, not together, but yeah, that could work. That could actually look at us plotting it.
I know.
Oh, Gilda, good night. Do you know what? Actually, we should say that basically, obviously, Love Island All Stars is over now. So, in terms of like our schedule, it's gonna be a little bit different. So we're gonna be back. We're gonna pick up with Love Is Blind on Friday. We do Friday at 12, and then from next week, we're gonna cover Big Brother when it starts. I don't even know if that's next week. Is it next week?
No, it's the week after. We will be back on from next week. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back next week, and we're gonna do like little chats in the afternoon for UK side of things. Yeah, little chats in the afternoon where we're just going to talk about random stuff. So guys, if you like, if you're in the UK and whatever, like having lunch, or if you're anywhere else in the world where you're having a bit of a break, or if you're do you know what I mean, watching on replay, we're just going to talk about random things, whatever kind of comes to our mind and stuff, and just have little chats, and hopefully you guys will join us. And yeah, we'll pick up Big Brother when it starts as well. So yeah,
4th of March, Celeb Big Brother starts.
Yeah,
and then we'll do that. Or I think it is 2 weeks that it's on. It's not
only 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's really quick with the celeb ones.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice. So yeah, we're going to be back a little bit more regular, a little bit more off the cuff. Do you know what I mean? See how it is. But yeah, definitely Love Is Blind as well. Anyone got any?
No. You can tell us. Like, you come with what you want us to talk about, and we'll find topical stuff.
Yeah.
Same time, innit? We're going to do 12. So
12, yeah.
12-ish. Drop in. Girl chat.
In it?
It'll literally just be us labrishing.
Yeah. Just talking about what's going on in our lives, what we're thinking about and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, thank you so much.
Our Fred's gone live now. All right.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you. Book the like button immediately. Do that. Leave a comments, replay gang, leave comments and everything like that, and make sure you subscribe to all of our channels. Your aunties could never, Nana Evans Com, and hey, it's Sade Salami. The reviewing this with you guys has actually made it much better than it was. So honestly, we're very, very grateful. Honestly,
yes, definitely. Bless you all, man.
Yes, we'll be back on Friday. Yes. See you later.
Bye, guys.